Hello, everybody. It's not Wednesday, but we're talking Warhammer anyways. It's too exciting. The hype train's at 11. LVO reveals are done, and Tom and I are going to break it down and talk about it. Tom, go.
We have elves!
There you go. Good, Tom. That's good.
That's as good as I could get. Sorry, folks.
No, that's good. That's good. I like you're into it now.
I didn't have any party poppers. I'm so excited. Oh, I've watched that reveal, like the trailer video, so many times.
Like all the times. Like set from the moment it basically we've been watching it from the moment it got posted to before I clicked go live now. Right. So whatever length of time that has been, that's how many times I have watched it.
YouTube told me that there's like 137 of these views, and like half of them are Vince and I's.
That's gotta be true. I've seriously just had it on loop. So like I am a substantial part of that viewer. All right. So look, there's a lot to talk about here, man. Let's break this down. We're going to start with the banner note, which is
so good.
Yes, indeed. I'll throw the link down below in case people didn't see it. I'll put that in the description so people can go watch or go look at the full article. There was, I'll very quickly just get this out of the way. Just get it out of the way. There was a lot of 40K stuff. They talked about it as we expected. They did say Necrons, Tau, and Drukhari. The most exciting thing to me was they actually revealed the model for the new Imperial Knight, which is like a smaller Imperial Knight. And as you know, I love Imperial Knights.
Yep.
And so there's going to be like a smaller cousin, so that army gets fleshed out. Super cool. I'm very excited to buy that and paint that. There's also a new Necron Lord. All right, good. All that's done. Who cares? Get that crap out of here. Now let's talk about elves. All right, so look, man, if you want to read about the 40K stuff, I'll link it to the site. So it's fine. I'm sure that's all good stuff. Holy crap, that Elvish video. So again, I don't have the technology here to actually show. I could play the trailer, but you won't be able to hear it. So, which might be fine actually, because we could freeze on the images. Maybe I should do that. Let's do that.
Do it.
Here we go. All right, we're gonna show. This is all do. All right. So, am I sharing?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you're sharing. You're fine.
Okay.
I wish we could hear that too, because it's such an amazing video.
It is rock and roll. Here, we'll go full screen.
Yeah, it is full metal. It's like a reaction trailer. Okay, go.
Just boom. Right away, we jump into it with the new Harpy Kit. Amazing. Right out of the gate. Like, you're blowing my mind already. I'm not gonna lie. Yep.
The veins on those wings, by the way, are molded in. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do. So like obviously we've got some spear harpies with shields. They're wearing they have different masks, but they're obviously reminiscent of the Sisters of Slaughter masks. The wings look this model looks fantastic. By the by, I mentioned this to Tom off the air, and I'm just going to say it now. I'll say it once and I'll say my piece. I'm done. All this video does is highlight how crappy GW metallics are, because I can see visible pigment on every close-up shot, and it drives me insane. So anyway, there you go. Okay, that's that. These models are amazing. So, so we get the spear harpies. Love them. Great. Let's keep going. So clearly we've got some weapon loadout options here.
Yep, you got a sword, the sword shield. Those look like the blade shields of the Sisters of Slaughter.
Yep, and what's notable here is these girls have the more open faces, right? So this could actually be...
you get a better picture of the shield on the back left. Do you see that? And it looks almost like the Daemonette claws.
Oh, yeah, sure, the shape of it. That is a really good point. Oh, my God, you're right, Tom. That's absolutely the shape of like a Daemonette claw.
Interesting.
All right. So anyways, these are using the different mask, obviously, because there's clearly like two sort of different options. I don't know if they'll truly be different units, different weapon loadouts. Who knows?
Look at the dynamicism of the hair.
I don't think that's how you say that, but
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Look, the dynamism. There we go. Of the hair on that back left.
Oh, yeah, dude. Look at this chick with it flowing all back, and back here you got this one going up in the air. Yep. Like the pose, the hair flow is meant like this one's launching up in the air, so her hair is going down. The other one's landing, so her hair is going up.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I would assume these are probably different War Scrolls just because of the combination of different weapons and different faces makes me think different War Scrolls. So let's keep going. Boom! What? Did you think you were going to get a Medusa unit? Because you're going to get 2 of them. I did not see this coming.
And she's like, what?
Yeah, got your heart. Fantastic. So now we get the Spear Medusae. So clearly they're blowing out the Blood Rack Medusa. This is fantastic. They took this. This is the Iron Jaws thing I was talking about, right? Where they took an idea. Oh, or Sylvaneth. Sylvaneth, think about it. We took the Treekin, right? Which was a thing. And then we built them into sort of new and interesting and diverse units with different roles. And so here we have the Blood Rack Medusa, which inspired these new Medusae, I don't know. So these are obviously the Halberd or Spear Medusa, whatever you want to say. They're holding the hearts, wearing the Sisters of Slaughter masks. I like how they carried the aesthetic forward of like half of these are Witch Elf outgrowths and half of these are Sisters of Slaughter outgrowths, right? Okay. Again, beautiful flowing hair, great model. Love the serpentine.
I can't wait to do natural like patterning on those scales.
Oh yeah. Like to me, I think they actually didn't go as far with this as they could have. I would have loved to see the heavy metal team really take these to 11 and show like the snake patterning going down them. Because these are going to be a dream come true. And so the question was asked in the comments. Yes, the beginning of this trailer says Grand Alliance Order Daughters of Cain. So we got the name and that it's Order.
And it is indeed Daughters of Cain, which is what.
Yeah, I was wrong about that. So good call, you. So clearly this is the Archer kit out again, using the Witch Elf faces, Witch Elf inspired faces, right, instead of the Sisters of Slaughter faces.
And let me just say, like this army needed range.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's what was missing, like range and mobility, because otherwise it's just a bunch of big blocks of Witch Elves.
Yep. So again, fantastic, beautiful, love it, gorgeous.
Yep.
Boom! What? I did not think we would see her. I really didn't. Because I thought they would just tease it, but they're going to. They found a way to split the baby. They Solomoned us.
Yes, because there's 2 of them, like we said on the show.
Yep, exactly.
There is Marathian human in Elfie form, which is this is indeed what that is. And man, she is looking great for her age.
She really is. For like probably 15,000 years old, she looks really great.
Bare Min's 15,000.
Yeah, bare min, exactly. I think this is a great looking model. Here's my question. Does this come with it? Does this staircase come with her model?
Yeah.
Like I love her. That's a heck of a, they're clearly drawing from like, the Horus Heresy era, like Primarchs, where these like big decorative bases in with the.
Well, let me be very clear though. When we cut to the other one, you're going to see that base again.
Yeah, you are. And that's how you know they're tied together.
Yes. Yep. They're the same model. I mean, like they're
absolutely. So, this is so far beyond the old model. Like, my God. I already said
the Pegasus. I don't.
No, I already said
for me.
Exactly. I'm gonna rip the wing. I will not use these wings. Like, it's a neat idea. Nope. I don't like big metal wings with that. I don't love that. But the thing that really turns me off about this, the only thing I don't like is the blood dripping. I don't like when they model that kind of thick blood drip. It was the thing that always bothered me about the Blood Rack Medusa.
Yeah.
That being said, I wing replace everything. I mean, look, I did an entire Stormcast army where I used feathered wings and, like I just wing replace things. My Sisters of Battle troops all have the Stormcast wings.
Yep.
So that's not taking anything. If people love them, cool on you. I think it's a great looking model, just not my taste. Now, cover up those wings, and this thing is A+, 10 out of 10. My God, she's gorgeous. Yeah. Absolutely wonderful. All right, let's keep going. Look at that metallic pigment. All right, moving on. Drake girl.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So this was spoiled. This was a rumor engine image from like a year ago.
April of last year.
Yeah. Yeah. And now here it is. So my goodness. That is a heck of a long time to wait. That being said, like she's probably, I'm guessing she's either a character or like the unit champion of the unit who has a special creature, right? Like the
Vol Arch or whatever, the bird in the Karakak fights.
Yeah, or the raptor thing that's in the bird that's in the long strikes, right? Because they can have birds too. But yes, I assume that's what's going on here.
Yep.
And like also, yeah, somebody mentioned that there's a Medusa body was also a rumor engine image. Yes. So I mean, just this is gonna spill out so many rumor engines.
What?
Another great close up. Just looks good.
Yep. Wrath.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Like this, really, everybody's watching this on silence because they can't hear the rock and roll music. But this is so well scored. Like this will get you pumped. All right.
Yeah. It gets me there. That's all I'm saying. Now, hold on, just jump back real quick.
I'm going to. Yeah, I was going to jump back to this guy. Okay, so
we jump back before the Cain.
You want to see the regular witch elves?
I do. Okay. We have regular witch elves.
Yeah,
it's worth highlighting. Like, they're not going anywhere. Like, they're part of the faction, folks. Like, we knew that, but this is a confirmation of that.
Absolutely. So then we go murder, and of course we bring up the god of murder himself, Cain, who's dead, but Marathi's basically still like, yeah, no, it's cool. I've got his back. I know what he's talking about. So she's repping him, like you said.
He's like, hey, I used to be married to this guy, or a guy looked just like this guy. I know what this dude's what's up with this guy.
Now, interestingly, as you and I discussed, they don't show his feet. And part of the discussion is, might they pull this guy off? Because he's his own sort of like sprue bit you could pull out, right? Yeah. And have him as a terrain piece or something like that. Or will he just keep being on top of the cauldron?
I don't know.
I don't know. But it's funny that they purposely didn't show his feet, right? Mm-hmm. It's what makes me suspect. Mm-hmm. Like, because they...
You're suspicious of everything, Vince.
Well, but they could have scanned up the cauldron, right? Like... Mm-hmm. Why cut it exactly right there? Yeah, I don't know.
Because of perspective.
Sure. That being said, you can see the trees in the background to like a Sylvaneth Woods or whatever, and he does look like he's at the height of a cauldron, even given the forced perspective, right?
Sure. Yep.
So, all right. Well, I skipped past him or whatever. Doomfire Warlock still in the mix. Just so you like again, just like the Witch Elves, like, yep, still they're still here too.
You have some dudes.
Yeah. Another great shot of the Medusa there. Wonderful. Holding the heart. I can't wait for all the by the way, it's awesome that they released all these images right before Valentine's Day, because I want to see people make like the Valentine's Day e-cards out of the Medusa with the heart, right? Like, you've got my heart, that kind of thing. Like, that should happen. Go internet, meme this. Do it. Beautiful shot of Marathi.
Yeah. Mm.
There you go. Order Battle Tome.
Yep. So this is indeed Order.
All right. Oh. Okay.
Whoa.
So I'm going to back this up to just like, I got to get the exact right second here. So hold on. Boom. Okay. So if we all remember the staircase earlier where little Marathi was on, same staircase, right? We've got big Marathi on, because this is clearly big Serpentine Marathi, her other form. Yep. My guess was, so like, Malifaux had this concept of avatars where like a master could, like, which is the leader of your force, could do a thing and then become their avatar, and they became this bigger, badder version of themselves, right? Yep. And so that kind of transformational mechanic would be very easy to do in AOS. And I've wondered why we haven't explored that space, and then this happened.
Surprise!
So this is clearly...
that tail. Oh, by the way, I found the tail. Remember how I was talking about the conversion that I needed to do for my Archeon?
Yep.
The stinger tail. Mm-hmm. She has it.
She has the stinger tail.
Yep.
So, and we're not going to get all of this, by the way. This is just Tom and I inferring, I think, obviously, that this is other Marathi build. Like, the rumor was there's 2 Marathis in the box, 2 builds of her.
And we saw the same stair. So this is the other angle, by the way. So because if you look in the top right, just above that scale arch in the back, see that gold?
Yep.
That is a brazier. And that's the brazier we saw in that last clip. So if you cut back just briefly, we saw the brazier in the close.
Yeah,
like
here.
Right there.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So we could. Here's what I want
to.
What I really want to focus on. I know it's kind of fuzzy, but look in the top left. You can see the big spear. That's basically the same.
And
spear
that's Marathi's spear that we saw Marathi on foot have.
Yep. But now she got a little angry.
Yep.
So, and then we zip away from her. So clearly,
they're like,
they'll say
show her just yet.
Can we talk about this awesome chick back here that we never really got? Like that wing pattern. How good does that look? We never really got like a close up of those wings, but I love how that looks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I need to start thinking color schemes.
All right. So there we go. So that's that. I mean, my God. Hype factor 11. Like, no joke. You know, I'm generally a pretty reserved guy when it comes to this stuff, right?
Yep.
Like, I mean, it's true. Like, they released KO, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And they released a lot of stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, like, that looks neat. They released this, and I was like, nope. All the way, calling the game store tomorrow, pre-order me one of everything. I don't care. Just write it down that whenever it comes out, I want multiples of these things, right? Like one of everything and more. So yeah, obviously that was the big giant reveal, which incredible from top to bottom. We also got to see the new Fire Slayers. They did show those in a little more detail. I'm not going to show the video.
Yeah, they look great. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll definitely paint those. You know, it makes me like.
Yes.
So if you go back to the General's Handbook, do you remember, like, so I brought up the possibility that I was like, so what do we think? What battle tomes do we think we're going to be getting? Do you remember this conversation?
Yep.
And the one we pointed out a couple that didn't make any sense that we didn't get stuff for. One was Moon Clan, and the other was Daughters of Cain.
Yep. Well, here's the Daughters of Cain. Now, other interesting tidbits and notes around this. They also confirmed separately in the chat that this is only the first Elves. They did confirm there is another Elven release. So in like the Q&A session, they said, nope, there are more Elves coming. This isn't the end of it. So not only did we get this incredible reveal, which, I mean, like, let's be honest, this was freaking amazing. And that's coming from somebody who's never been moved by Elves, who has no great love of Elves, but who does have a pretty good love of some awesome ass-kicking murder chick figures. So thanks, GW. I appreciate it.
This is Vince's love language right here.
Absolutely.
Spoken to him in it.
I mean, if they reveal like plastic sisters at Adepticon, I'll be broke by the end of the year. So that's I have that to look forward to. I'll have to go take out like a mortgage on my house or something.
Well, I'm assuming that it's pretty clear at this point that this is our. You ready to call it now? This is our Holy Havoc 2018 army.
Yes, this is in. Like, unless the other elves are even more incredible. Like, if the Slaneshi elves came out, then I'd have to be like, crap. Now I gotta buy both. Like, that's gonna be a real pain. But yes. So we know there's a second Elves coming. That's the thing. They did confirm that.
Yep.
They said that other interesting tidbits were they released the errata and FAQ pattern. So they actually, and there's a real nice, there's a real nice graphic.
You want me to pull that up?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and pull that up. Because basically we know that the errata's coming next week because it's January now. Like every year we will get a big errata in January. And we're going to talk about what that errata is going to contain because I think I know most of what that errata is going to contain. Based on some good evidence.
Here you go.
All right, cool. Let me lock on you here.
Big FAQ every year. We'll have a big FAQ in January and a big FAQ in July, just twice a year. Whenever they release a battle tome, they're going to release an errata shortly. What are the stack of battle tomes on the left?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't zoom in on that. That's an interesting question. Wouldn't that be amazing if they had like upcoming battle tomes in this stack? That's a good question. You'll have to zoom way in. Enhance. Like somebody get a CSI team on the phone.
And And you can tell what the new ones are, if there were new ones, by the label, by the AOS. Yeah. On the
coloration on the AOS logo.
And maybe there aren't any different ones. I don't know. Anyways. So, yeah. So, whenever we release a Battle Tome, there'll be an errata shortly after that. Like within the next 2 weeks, it looks like, whenever they release one.
Yep.
And then every year we'll get a new General's Handbook.
Yep.
So,
which I think we knew, but it's good for them to just clarify that that's part of this, right?
Yeah, kudos to Ben and their team for setting up this type of schedule. Like, it's fantastic.
Yeah, this is, I think, one of the things we had always asked for. I think this is a very good move. It gives predictability to this kind of stuff, right? Because, I mean, we've talked before about how one of the banes of building armies is not knowing when changes are coming, right?
Yep.
And so there you go. So we know that we've got the errata and FAQ pattern locked in. Now, let's talk about, and I don't think we can share these because these aren't public yet, but they're out there on Twitter. Let's talk about the new War Scrolls, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Like, they're out there, but they haven't been officially released, so I'm not going to.
The Dark Oath, the Dark Oath War Queen and all those folks have all been shared.
Yes, but like, because they haven't been shared through an official public channel, I'm not going to put them out there.
Yeah, we don't have We don't
have Mr. Goblin guy. He didn't come out.
We don't have the Goblin, but for some reason we have a Vampire Prince.
Yeah, a new Vampire Prince, who's clearly a character in the Death Book of Malign Portents, right? All right, so let's talk these through. So I want to start with, because to me, everything that's going to happen in the FAQ gets spelled out in these War Scrolls.
Yep.
Okay? Like, these literally show the future of AOS.
Yep.
So we'll start with the Dark Oath War Queen.
Yep.
Who, for the most part, is like, fine. She's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I read her and I was like, yeah, that's fine.
She's a mortal slave to darkness, hero, doing all the things you'd expect her to do. She has a shield, bounce back mortal wounds. She gets better when she kills heroes, monsters. Neat. Okay.
Yep. All that normal stuff.
Yep.
And what's relevant is her command ability, which says, basically, I won't read it verbatim, but it says, you activate it in the hero phase, and then slaves to darkness, keyworded, models that are wholly within 12 inches of her.
No, slaves to darkness units that are wholly within 12 inches.
Yes, units.
Models.
Thank you. Units that are wholly within 12 inches of her in the charge phase basically get to re-roll their charges or whatever, right?
Yes.
Now, there's several relevant things here. The Mega Boss on Maw Crusher and the Mega Boss himself has a command ability, and then Gavriel Sureheart picked this up too, where you activate it as normal for your timing during the hero phase, right? But then the check as to who it affects comes later, triggered by a different phase.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so this is carrying that on. And I have a feeling that's going to be a lot of the design we see, unless it has an immediate effect, right? Because there's another one we'll see later that's like, this is just how this works. So if it triggers immediately, it'll just happen immediately. If it's a thing that's like in the combat phase, this goes down, I suspect they'll move the trigger check to the combat phase. Yep. So because I'm guessing they got feedback, and this is actually really clever. There's probably a bad experience people were having because they activated it and then they moved their units around. And there's a question of like, did I carry the buff with me?
Yeah.
Right. Or is it a bubble that floats around me?
Yep.
And again, that might have clear answers, but it doesn't matter to a new player or to somebody less experienced. That's a very confusing situation to be in. Right. Indeed. And it can cause conundrums. Understand that even if you understand something, that doesn't mean everybody does.
Yep. Yep.
And so the other big thing there is wholly within.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every war scroll, and it was spoiled,
all the command abilities
say wholly within.
Yep.
My very strong.
It's the future, folks.
Yep. Is that we are going to see the death of, in a lot of cases, I don't know if this is going to be so sweeping as to hit every war scroll ever with this command ability, but with those kind of things, I don't know. Yep. But I think we'll see a lot of war scrolls touched in the big FAQ and errata and update that they go back and switch things to wholly within. So they stop a lot of like snake tailing and spreading out. And Tom, your tactics of like, you've got this Nurgle guy who gives a 5-up ward save within like 7 inches, and you string back like 5 units with one guy, like is somebody touching it?
I have one in the area. Woo! woo! A whole unit gets an effect, even though I am not in cohesion.
Exactly.
And I think that we are going to continually see this refined. Now the question is how much of a revamp are they going to do? Like, how much are they going to go back and retool old scrolls? And I don't know what the answer is to that.
I don't know either, but like, because there are shades, they could hit only like the most offensive, they could hit none, right?
Yeah.
And this could just be the way going forward.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
All of that is possible. All right, let's talk about the next one, which is the Night of Shrouds. Mr. Spooky Ghost, who's a malignant and a night haunt and blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yep. He's a 5-wound general. Like, let's go that guy. Like, sure. 5-wound night haunt general. Like, that's a big deal.
It is. And he's got his 6-inch fly and blah, blah, blah. All right. The relevant thing here is ethereal. Yeah. Okay. So Spirit Host, if you go read Spirit Host Ethereal, it says like ignore the weapon's rend characteristic when you make save rolls for this model, right? Or whatever.
Yep.
The Night of Shrouds Ethereal says ignore modifiers, parens, positive and negative when making saves for this model. That is a big old change because Mystic Shield don't do jack to a Night Haunt army anymore. Like, they're absolutely going to make that change across all the ethereal stuff.
Yep. Right? Sticking things in like ethereal stuff in cover isn't going to do anything anymore.
Yep, exactly. No cover, no Mystic Shield. And so like that's just how that goes now. No, like all of those things get cut out, right? Yep.
Yeah, Mitch, but they can benefit from other bonuses right now. What this change does is it removes the positive and negative modifiers. So it's not just rend anymore. They can't benefit from any positive modifiers. That's not currently how those scrolls are written.
Like, I just downloaded the new Spirit Host right now, and it said the ignore rend thing.
Yeah.
So,
but the new one says ignores modifiers positive or negative when making save rolls for this model.
Gotcha. All right. So that's, there's that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, and that's, whatever. That's interesting. Again, his command ability looks,
+1 to hit for Night Hunt, which is good because it triggers their mortal wound procs.
Yep. But again,
units have to be wholly within.
Yep. But units have to be wholly within yet again. And now I lost my, I lost my thing because I accidentally scrolled on Twitter. Oh no. All right, let's talk about the Lord Ordemananatter.
Yep.
That guy. Okay.
Yep.
So first off, that dude buffs Order War Machines.
You have no idea how excited I am by this, by the way. Do you know why that matters?
Tell me.
KO ship army, here it comes. Woo! Yep. Roll out those war machines.
Yep, he buffs.
He has the Ironclad and the let's see what all has that. The Ironclad and at least the frigate maybe all have the
War Machine
keyword.
Yeah, and like attack wise, he's whatever, who cares? And then he can make a War Machine fire twice, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And by the way, the gun hauler is a war machine as well. So all of the ships for KO are all war machines.
Yep. So that guy is super scary. Like that that Iron Swelled Arsenal ally detachment just got real scary.
That dude is terrifying now.
Yeah. And you're right, making ships fire twice, like that's super cool. Love it. Okay. So the
sound off the guns, folks.
Absolutely. Sound off the guns. And then they revealed, or the other one that got spoiled was Prince Vordraai or whatever, like who's a vampire on Zombie Dragon special character or whatever. And obviously he's a named character and he has a bunch of stuff. I don't care about most of his rules. Again, this isn't like a rule review of these guys. There are two relevant things for him.
Yep.
Okay. First, At the start of your hero phase, pick up to 3 different friendly, bolded, summonable units. Okay?
That's a new keyword.
Yep. So summonable becomes a thing, right? Yep. Like, so clearly in the Death revamp in the book, when they re-release all the War Scrolls, they'll have, like, certain units will just have this summonable keyword, right? And then, like, he does stuff with them, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. So that's a big reveal about stuff. So, like, clearly, as part of either this errata or the Nagash book, we're going to see a bunch of units updated with this summonable keyword, right?
Yep.
The other thing I want to point out is that this guy has a command ability that targets a death hero. So it's generic.
Yep.
Right? It's just death hero. Doesn't have the word holy. It's the only one that does it because it's only a singular guy within 14 inches, right? Yep. So they'll let that base be outside of that 14-inch range because it's only one thing, right?
Yep.
But most relevantly, in parens, you cannot choose this guy. In other words, he can't do himself.
Right.
Right. They actually have a special call out saying, old Prince V here, Prince Vorty, which, as I'm going to call him from now on. Well, hey, Vorty. He can't buff himself, which is, again, not like, I don't know how common that's going to become or whether they go and change other things, but I suspect that, like, that's been sitting there the whole time as design space they could have used.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're finally reining that in.
Yes. So, and so my particular guess is that's happening. Right. Like, that's just going to be, a thing. Rick and Vorty. Very nice, Des. So there you go.
Yeah. Can we talk about that, like, that guy being on a 3-up base?
Oh yeah, his save, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, he seems pretty good to me. I mean, obviously, it's like, I can't evaluate how good any of these scrolls are because we don't know points.
Without knowing the points, right?
Yeah, like, that guy at 100 points is the greatest hero in the history of the world, bar none. That guy at 2,000 points is the worst hero in the history of the world, bar none, right? So, like,
he has 3 bite attacks, though. 3 cannonball bites, and that doesn't scale down.
That's a lot of cannonball bites. Yeah, is scary. Is very scary. So obviously we've got that. I mean, looks cool. I'm glad to see those guys. I'll be interested to see the Goblin. I'm sad we didn't get the Goblin scroll. I'm sure he's floating.
He is leaked. Yeah, he is leaked. I haven't seen it.
So I'll go dig him up and take a look at him too. But I mean, I'm sure he has the same sort of thing.
Yep. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mitch, you're saying that there's updated War Scrolls that say all this stuff. Not in my app, and I just deleted it and downloaded it. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I need to, like, fully delete the app and reinstall it or something. I'll play with it. So yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight.
I mean, this was a set of huge reveals. Let's be honest. And I forgot the most important thing. They confirmed that there will be a big announcement at Gamma. If everybody doesn't know what Gamma is, that's like
the board game.
Yeah, it's actually the Manufacturers Association trade show.
Yeah.
Okay. They used to be headquartered out of the building right next to where I worked. I would walk by their office every day, and they had a bunch of first edition, like, D&D and Warhammer stuff on the shelf. It was really cool.
Yep.
Anyway, so Gamma has a big trade show, and they said there's going to be a big announcement there. That was it. So some big announcement at Gamma.
Okay.
But most relevantly, they have 3 completely new things for 40K and AOS to reveal at Adepticon. None of it is going to be duplicated. It will be 3 completely new things. So if I had to think about it, like, let's swing for the fences, shall we?
Okay.
We'll see the other elves.
Yep.
Okay. We'll see whatever, like, a Shadespire or Necromunda thing is that's coming out, right? Beyond the Orlocks and beyond the Skaven and Dwarvy Dwarves.
Yep.
And we'll see whatever. And we'll see, like, I think this pattern will continue. We'll see some new tomes or whatever the big new thing is for 40K. They could really blow our minds and reveal, like, a new army for 40K, which would, like, that would blow the roof off the place.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we don't have any new armies for them yet.
Yeah, they've been releasing these codices, which is awesome and all that, but like a truly new army, like they could blow the doors off the place if they were like, here's the Hrud. That place would explode. People would be throwing their chairs.
Who?
Like it would. It's a background race in 40K that people have long talked about being an expansion race. HRUD, the Hrud. They're an interesting race. Anyway,
or it could just be, you know, like the Adeptus Sororitas.
They could reveal Plastic Sisters and there would be a riot. A riot. We will burn that mother down. Okay? I'm not even joking. Take it down. Like that is what will happen if that happens. Yeah. No, if it like Pete and Andy would need Secret Service guards to come, or like, no, I take that back. Nobody's going to attack them because the celebration. What they would need is James Brown's hype man. You remember that guy who used to come out and like put the shiny cloak around James Brown when he got too tired?
Yeah.
And then he would like come back on stage and get reinvigorated by the funk and just be like, woo, and do the next reveal. If that's in there, that's what they would need. But anyways, this was absolutely an amazing set of reveals.
Yeah. Congratulations, by the way, David Witek on they announced the North American Hobby Heroes, and one of the podcasters from the US was on the list. So congratulations.
Super well deserved. Congratulations, Dave. That is awesome, amazing. He is a great dude. He's been, my God, he has been on Garage Hammer, deep diving, bringing people breakdowns, narrative, stories, awesome content, hours at a time. He's got Alex on there with him now. It's fantastic. That is, when I saw that, I was like, yep, that is completely well deserved.
Indeed.
Always positive, always a great guy. He is a community hero. I support that choice 1,000%. So I think that's wonderful. I was very happy to see that. So then that's going to obviously be presented at Adepticon. So good stuff. Whew. That was a big one, man. I don't know. That's so much. I got to go back to watching this trailer now, like another 10 or 12 times, probably. I mean, can we get these models soon enough? The answer is no.
I don't know about you, but I got 90 of that new faction sitting on my shelf.
That's true. That's true. It might just be time to go buy the Witch Elves now. So
got 2 of these just sitting on the shelf. So yeah, this will be good. Love it.
I agree. Time to start thinking about color color schemes and
color schemes
like that.
You know what I love even more about buying a new army?
The fact that you have 12 that aren't painted and it's a real problem. What's that, Tom?
Hey, shut up. No, it's that I get to buy a new army, but not have to spend a whole lot of money. Because I already have half of the army on my shelf.
Yeah, sure.
I have 90 Witch Elves, 90 Witch Elves and or Sisters of Slaughter, 4 altars, bunch of Bloodbrack Medusa. So I'm halfway there. Give me those 2 new kits in Marathi, and I have a whole new army.
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
So let's talk about the actual kits and what we think they are, because obviously I think the Harpies are a dual build kit. The Medusa are a dual build kit, and we'll get new Marathi, who has 2 options. From what's been revealed,
you get a hero out of one of those kits.
Right.
Those army kits.
The dragon arm chick could be like they do with Custodes. We've talked about where one of them can be a hero, because it seems like they would probably make at least one new normal hero beyond Marathi. Right. Just like Sylvaneth, they had the branch witch, and then they made the branch wraith, was somewhat similar. Again, I don't remember which one was first, but you know what I mean? A very similar-ish hero with just a different set of abilities.
By the way, Eric and Mitch are saying that there are new scroll stuff.
Well, I'll have to delete my app and relook at it, because that's a big change. I don't know when that happened. I don't know when that snuck in.
So 3 heroes next to unit of Skeledies brings back 3 times as much. So it looks like there's regeneration associated with heroes nearby or something. So that's all news to me.
Absolutely. My app does not say any of that. So I am going to have to clearly delete and reinstall my app. There you go. Yeah, I mean, this is are you kidding me? Snake chicks, murder chicks. This is, I'm in, man. Thrill kill all the way. So, yep. This is it, man. It's like, unless the other elves blow my socks off even more, but like the only way that would happen would be they actually do a Slaanesh thing. So there you go. And that would feel kind of similar. You know what I mean? Like it would feel almost too aesthetically similar. Does that make sense?
Of what?
If they actually did like elves. A Slaanesh elf release. No, like a Slaanesh elf release.
Got it.
It would feel very similar, right? Like to these girls, because they'd be about, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I shouldn't say that. Who knows? They could surprise us.
Yeah, I mean, what I would say is that I'm kind of excited about, like, I think that they could do some, like, they could do, they could do like a true, like a death elf faction or something like that, and still be able to get away with it, I think.
Yep. Given what's going on in the story, that Morathi is coming back into the realm, like they use that again, the no longer will I be denied. I love how, by the way, they end it on no longer will I be denied, and then they cut to the snake body. Like that's not an accident. Okay, again, like that T'Challa the denied one connection is not an accident. But it does make me wonder, like, what is that other elf faction going to sit in there? That's going to be a fun of, we know it's coming. How does it compare to this aesthetic? How does it fit in the narrative? Right. Let the speculation begin.
So if I were to guess, it's either going to go like full on death. Like it's going to jump Grand Alliances. I don't think it'll be Slaanesh.
Okay.
I think it'll full on jump Grand Alliances and either go to death, or I'm gonna go weird here and suggest that maybe maybe they go a different direction and they actually do a new, I don't know, I'm wish listing here. Maybe it's Phoenix Temple.
I think that's crazy. I think you're crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, but that's being said, that's just my instinct. Again, we're totally wish listing. There's no evidence right now, right? Like we have nothing.
We don't know what we don't have evidence for it.
That being said, I want to go back and comb through the rumor engine images, pull out all of the ones that we thought were elves that we now saw in here, and see what's left that we still think are elves. That's going to be the key.
Yeah, it's a good call. Good call.
So there you go. We've got a project for Warhammer Weekly next week. But I think, Tom, that's it, man. That's the hype. Hype at 11. Pete and Andy did an awesome show. Again, it was fantastic. Obviously, we weren't there. Couldn't go to LVO this year. But, I mean, just this everybody who was there has said it was absolutely wonderful. Oh, final joke. They did a joke about Battletome Fishmen.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did. They had a mock-up cover. They were like, now the thing that you've been waiting on forever, click Battletome Fishmen. And then they're like, yeah, we're kidding. And then they went to the next thing. But it was a great.
That's amazing.
Yep. They actually did the Battletome Fishmen joke. And it's fantastic.
I'm glad they owned it.
They absolutely owned it hard. So there you go. All right, folks. I think we'll wrap it up for the night. It's late. And I'll drop to the Warhammer community article. You can watch all the videos, check out all the sweet new models. You can do what I'm about to do, which is watch that video 10 more times in a row. So there you go. All right, Tommy, are you excited?
I don't think I'm going to be able to go to sleep tonight.
Yeah, I just think I'm just going to stay up and paint for a while and listen to rock and roll and think about murder elves. All right. So for everybody out there, thank you for watching. Love everybody jumping on so late. It's awesome. For everybody who was, tweeting and sharing and stuff out of LVO, thank you very much. Thank you to Pete and Andy for doing this show. This is an awesome new part of it. Couldn't be more excited. 2018 shaping up to be bonkers. So
good.
Absolutely. We are already at 11. I don't know where we can go from here because this one already goes to 11. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.